Did you know there's a federal law that can require a foreign person to pay up to 15% of the sale price of their home directly to the IRS at closing? Hey there, I'm Caitlin with Legacy Title Agency, and today we're diving into a real estate term that scares a lot of people. It's called FIRPTA. FIRPTA stands for the Foreign Investment in Real Property Tax Act. It's a federal law that says if the seller is a foreign person, usually 15% of the sale price has to be withheld from closing and sent straight to the IRS. This isn't a penalty, it's just how the IRS makes sure that capital gain taxes are paid when a foreign person sells United States property. So when does FIRPTA apply? The tricky part is that FIRPTA applies to every sale. And if you're thinking to yourself, I've sold property or houses before, but I've never cut the IRS a check for 15% of the sales price at my closing, that's because there are a couple of common exemptions that most closings fit into. Remember, exemptions in this context are good. If you fit into an exemption, it means you don't have to cut that check for 15% of a withholding at closing. So, what are those two exemptions that we might fit into? The first is if the seller is not a foreign person, according to the IRS definition. So if you're a US citizen or you have a green card, you clearly fit into this definition and you can use this exemption so you aren't paying that 15% withholding. Second, if the buyer is using this property as their residence and the purchase price is $300,000 or less, so this second exemption is only if the buyer is planning to use this property as their residence and the purchase price is $300,000 or less. So that means that this withholding really affects foreign sellers, hence how it got its name. Now is where things get interesting. Have you ever wondered why you're signing so many documents at closing? Well, each of these exemptions has to be properly documented according to the IRS guidelines. So, a healthy dose of those closing documents you're signing are documenting either your exemption for withholding, or if you're a foreign person, we're also documenting that withholding too. But here's a twist. The FIRPTA statute, that IRS law, puts the responsibility on the buyer to make sure those funds are withheld and sent to the IRS. If a FIRPTA withholding gets messed up or doesn't go well, the buyer could be on the hook for the tax and any penalties and interest. At Legacy Title Agency, we help uncover potential withholding requirements early. We can collect or remit affidavits, facilitate standard withholdings, and we can even provide you with the standard IRS forms for those withholdings. If you think you may be subject to a FIRPTA withholding, we always recommend that you consult with a tax professional and can even help you coordinate with them to keep your closing on time and determine if you fit into any special exemptions. This way, you're fully represented. Have FIRPTA questions? Call Legacy Title. We've got the experience and answers to help you close with confidence. Visit us at legacyclosings.com and let's make your closing smooth and simple.